Thanks for coming in, Claire. What have we got?
Baby food today. So one of the key things is that babies need to start eating at around 6 months, not before 4 months. And that's basically because breast milk or formula no longer meet their nutritional requirements. Okay.
At what stage roughly?
So around about 6 months.
Okay.
But not before 4 months. So if you start introducing it too early, which is a problem in New Zealand, you can actually increase the risk of food allergy if it's before 4 months because their gut's not ready for food. But one of the main reasons is that you need to start introducing food is that by 7 months old, a 7-month-old needs more iron than a fully grown man.
Wow.
Right? So they actually...
get that?
Well, it requires quite a lot of planning and knowing what you're going to eat, because if you don't get it right, you know, a lot of babies are not getting enough iron in this country. So, you know, being aware of the food that you either make yourself or you're buying is really very important.
OK, so do some of these supplements have the right amount of iron, the iron that babies need?
Some of them. So one of the problems that we have with the food that's available in the supermarkets is that a lot of it is coming in these pouches, and a lot of them are fruit-based and very sweet. So there are some meat-based ones. So we've got like a beef one here, a little pottle over there. But because babies like sweet-tasting food,
yeah, absolutely,
it's really easy to gravitate towards the fruit-based items, and that is, you know, that can be a problem because that may kind of set that preference earlier on. And the other thing to be mindful of is even like this one here, which says, let's just look at this, pumpkin, apple and sweet corn, which sounds like it's vegetables. Look at the back and it's 65% apple. So it's actually a fruit-based
and it's not a veggie. This one says banana, blueberry and quinoa.
Yeah.
Quinoa is very good for you, right? But it's 2%.
Yeah, 2%. So one of the key things with these, with pouches, which do predominate the market in the baby food area, there is concern, there's actually research being done at Otago University at the moment about over-reliance on them, because you can have a large volume in one go. Babies aren't using a spoon. A lot of them are very sweet, rather than the kind of savoury taste. So the main messaging is that we need to make sure that we're getting enough savoury food. So even though babies will prefer the fruit, make sure you're getting the vegetables.
Yeah.
Well, they just won't eat it.
Well, they won't eat it if you offer them something else. So babies are very clever. Offer them something, you know, 3 or 4 times, they will push it away. In my children don't get a second choice, and that's just the only way that it goes. So it's making sure that you've got to stick to your guns a little bit.
Right.
Otherwise, they will kind of set the precedent and go that sweet way.
You do have to win battles over food a little bit, don't you?
You definitely do, and I definitely do. My kids know this is what's on offer and there is nothing else.
Yes.
So certainly with the iron-based thing, it's making sure that if your baby is including meat from about, you know, the 6 to 7 month mark, you need to start including that in the kind of pureed form.
And is this telling us? Is this so? I'm just picking this one randomly, and I apologise to Rafferty's. Yeah. So they don't tell us about iron in here.
No, they don't.
So we don't know if the baby's getting enough iron.
No, and it's 11 milligrams that they actually need, which is a huge amount.
It's a hell of a lot.
Yeah. So one of the things is making sure that they're getting enough, which is including meat regularly in their diet. The other thing that is really, really important is deliberately a lot of these foods do not contain any food allergens, okay? Because they don't want to have people having an allergic reaction. But it is crucial before the age of 12 months for babies to be exposed to the foods that they may be allergic to, particularly eggs and nuts. So from the age of about 6 months, you need to make sure, you know, by 7 months, 8 months, they could be having a little bit of scrambled egg or softly mashed egg. Peanut butter, smooth, unsalted peanut butter. You can start by smearing it around their gums, and then making sure that you're including it regularly. So once you've exposed it, you need to include it regularly again.
Forgive me, but if there is an allergy, and for some people, nut allergies, for example, are really problematic, are you exposing the baby to real risk by doing that?
So if it runs in your family and you are concerned about that, or there's someone, you know, another child, then you can seek professional advice and support with that. But the advice is to reduce the risk of food allergy.
Right.
You must, even in high-risk families, including those foods before 12 months, not holding off on that, and crucial that when you have exposed them to it, at least twice a week you need to keep on including that. So once you've given them egg, twice a week you need to carry on giving them egg. If you give it to them once at 7 months and then not until 9 months, that's not a good situation for the reducing the risk of food allergy.